gotta get my socks off. Hello. Hello, everybody. It is nice to be here with you. You guys have been here a while chatting, talking about making your own cat food. Impressive stuff. Good weather days, bad weather days, all those kind of things. But you know, that's just life, isn't it? Life with other outside of cards. Who knew there was other things that you guys do? What's going on here? You might want to be knowing, what is this old lady that's sitting there twisting around on her chair that was invented by Thomas Jefferson? Well, I am Mary Gunn of Mary Gunn Fun, your intrepid host of Craft Roulette. This is not Craft Roulette. This is In Review, which is Craft Roulette Part 2, featuring you, our card contributors. What's Craft Roulette? That's what everybody asks, at least once a week. And it is the ultimate, original paper crafting card making game show challenge, and we are live almost every Friday night. And we always have a seat for you whenever we are live because we like spending time with you. We like you a lot. So thank you for, come on in, get yourself comfortable. We're going to have a little fun here tonight. We've got 3 acts to this show. We have mail call, and man, do I have some. And it's not just Addie's cards. It's you guys, I all of a sudden got a bunch of stuff too. I'm quite impressed. I'll show you. Get ready to be wow. And then we have part 2, which is the card slideshow, and we'll be featuring some of the cards that will be randomly chosen by the computer in gallery 232. Good cards, really tricky cards this week, and I think you guys really rallied and figured out some interesting ways of how to stretch your stretchy pants and get some interesting ways to apply those parameters. Once again, hold my root beer. You've got this covered. And then, of course, the fast-paced, the interactive card detective game show, Whodunit. Did you see on the Facebook page that I read that Hallmark is going to have a limited series of a Whodunit? And I'm wondering if they're going to be playing Whodunit, you know? Except in a series, like, oh yeah, here's a clue this week. Here's step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. And you have to figure out what card over. That would take forever. But we're not going to do that. We will probably wrap up the case right here tonight. It will. I always get caught. I can't fool you. I always get caught. We always start with an exceptionally bad dad joke as our warm-up act. And I've got one tonight from Ty from Your Paper Insider. He actually put this on his Instagram reel, reel, and he said, you know, Your Paper Insider. That's our paper sponsor. They have unique and wonderful paper. And I did see. Oh, I know. I got excited because I saw something that made me think of something that made me think of something. Trinity has a new tree cover plate, and I made a card with it last night. After seeing that beautiful moon, I couldn't stop. But I did. No, I have it upside down. Stand on your head. There it is. Yep, that's right. And they have this beautiful cover plate with trees. And then I saw somebody else do something with this. They got this paper in there that's kind of suede-ish. And I think, oh yeah, that would be great for this. So I got excited. I'm going to do it soon. I think it's going to be beautiful. Anyway, so Ty did a bad dad joke on his Instagram reel, and he said, "What do you call a belt made out of cardstock?" What do you call a belt? We don't wear belts here. Made out of cardstock. You call it a waste of paper. A waste of paper, of course. I've got so much stuff here I don't have a place for my book. We don't have a waste of paper here because we wear stretchy pants. The stretchy pants cannot be wasted very well. So I think it's good. I like it too, Sylvia and Flora. Oh, come on, Patty. It was pretty good, right? Grown. I'll give you one. Here's for Patty. All right, let's get down to it because we got lots to talk about. But, I always do this. We want to welcome our sponsors for this month's giveaways. We have Waffle Flour. There's Kerwin. They've got some darling things over there. Catherine Pooler, she's got some darling things over there, including the inks that we always use here on Craft Roulette. Artful Angel, I got to talk with Karis today because I thought something had happened and she'd taken care of it and I didn't know it and I was two weeks behind. And Make It by Marco. He makes the little gizzes to help you organize your mess. So he has an Etsy shop and we are so glad to work with him. Thank you guys all for giving away your stuff to our wonderful contributors. Also, this next week, not this current gallery, but the next gallery with Christina Werner, we have a special giveaway from Karen Markers. And I hate to say, I said the number really, really wrong, but I think it's 72 of their markers. It's a big box of their markers. And Christina had made this outstanding card with it. And so I contacted him and said, would you like to be a part of Craft Roulette when she's on, especially when she's on? And they were wonderful to work with. So they are going to give away one of those big boxes of their markers to somebody in the gallery that's coming up for episode 233. So don't be doing stuff like, oh, I'm not going to put in a card. Make sure you put in a card this weekend. Everybody wants to win that. I want to win that. So we look forward to that. Also, if you don't win it this week, make sure you're registered for World Card Making Day. You can find more information on craftroulette.live under episodes, special events. Register there because he's also giving away they are also giving away same gift then, I believe, and another one as well. I hate to say things when I'm wrong, but it's generous. It's super generous. I will give more information when I'm absolutely have it written down. And even that, I don't always do it right, but it's just plan on playing. Good heavens. Good heavens. All right. Paper Cam, here we go. Yep, there's that card. I went out last night. I was texting with my friend Aline, and we were talking about different things. She said, oh, have you seen the moon? I had not. I was being lazy, just like this couch amoeba. And so I went out and I was like, oh, that moon is so pretty. It is just really stunning. And when you take a picture, at least when I take a picture, it doesn't turn out like anything. So I decided to make my own little piece of art that would look better than any picture that I could do. So I did. So I used the new Trinity die that I was just telling you about and their little moon and Catherine Pooler inks, and made myself something pretty to remember that moment. I thought it was really fun. So that's that. Here's my cards. We still are getting cards for Addie. People have asked, is it too late? I'm just saying that don't send them past Friday. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you very much. Because I think we just need to, they don't need to have life go on and on like that. And it's just going to take us a while to process all this. So please just send them by Friday. If I get them past Friday, it's not a big deal. I will keep sending them, but there will be a point that I quit. So here is a cute card from Trish Whiting in Illinois. This is for me and for Mr. Producer. Look how cute this is. How about a big dose of happy? That's cute. To brighten your day. She just was talking about how she's watched Craft Roulette, and that, she says you're fine. And she just had some issues, and it was just something nice to get her through some of her hard days. And man, that is a nice thing to hear from somebody. This almost looks like it. Look at that design with the crisscross. It almost looks like it could be a French bulletin board kind of idea. That's a cool little shaker with lots of action. Now shakers, to me, she's got beads in there, so you get a lot of that noise. And she's got foam, and so that 2 levels of foam. And she's got levels of foam here too. How much she paid? She paid quite a bit for sending this. Wow, thank you so much. And then she's got the pretty little shiny hello. That's so darling, and some pretty paper underneath. But that, when you have beads like that and you've got that popped up pretty high, you may have to pay a little extra for shipping, but it sure has a great sound. And it not only has a great sound when you're it just has a great sound when the guy's handing it over, right? Yeah. Thank you so very, very much, Trish. That was very thoughtful. And I hope all is going better for you. This is a pretty happy mail has arrived. Happy mail has arrived. That is happy. That's very pretty happy mail. This is from Julie Jones. And she is just being nice. Just being nice. It's just a wonderful thing. Got a little sunburst there. I like that paper. You know, something like this, you cut it, right? And then you have all those different pieces so you can make multiple versions of this, not in the same spots. They won't be in the same spots, but they still you can make multiple versions. That's really nice. And then she's got one plain one. And she's got some embossing on there too. Wow. Got a lot going on, and it's very subtle and very pretty. Big old thanks in orange right across the center. I don't have a die like that, and I think that's a great thing. Because you can leave the center open, but you could also put something like a tag or a rectangle or a circle or an oval or a tree or whatever you want, a gnome, anything in there, and just make that a background for a focal point too. But it actually becomes pretty much the focal point. That's pretty paper. Thank you, Miss Julie. I'm going to put it up on my door. It's not a board, it's a door. Oh, so I've got this little spot clean. And that's it. It is busy time around here. Look at this pretty little card. Oh. From Norma Garrett. I knew it because look at that. She's got that big old Great Dane on there. What a fun card. And it says, I love my Great Dane. She always puts a Dane on her card. I think she's got 5 of them. That's a lot of Dane. That's a dandy bunch of Danes. And then look at that's cute with some little ribbon. If you have some ribbon around, that's a good way to use it. You don't have to make a bow with it. You can just make little banners. And what's this I see? A paper clip. We all love a paper clip. It's one of those cards I just like to play with. I never make them, and I really like playing with them. What a beautiful world it would be if people had hearts like dogs. Yeah, no kidding. Look at her little dog prints and things. Oh, she does love her Danes. I do too. I had a Great Dane Bernard mix one time, and he was big. She was big. She was very big. And she grew really fast, and she was very awkward. It was like, whoa, what's happening to me? It was almost like a movie. But cute little girl. Nice little scallops and bling. Paperclip. Cute card. Thank you, Norma. You're so nice to think of me. Oh, and she's got dog prints on the outside and some hearts, too. That's adorable. What a nice touch. From Michaela. Just sent me something to put in my goodie box there. Ooh, that's pretty. From Honeybee, a little landscape. That's pretty. That's a nice thing. And a darling little card. To Ms. Mary. That's me. So what do we have? We have, hey, girlfriend. She's nice. And she's got a little light blue underneath, inked underneath, and then she's used a stencil for on top of it, so it looks like watery stuff. And who doesn't think these little faces are just so darling? They're so cute and happy. She's got like liquid glass on their eyeballs, so they have a little bit of a cornea on top of it, and some inlay of those beaks. Hey, girlfriend. Hey is die cut, and then girlfriend is stamped. That's scary. And then a nice black mat to hold it all in. Seagulls are such funny birds. Mine. She says I should pay this forward and put it in a goodie bag, so I shall. That's really pretty. Somebody's going to be delighted. I'm super ooper delighted, Akela. Thank you so much. I enjoy that. I will smile every time I look at that. Ms. Geyer sent a pretty card. Wow, very pretty card. Denise. Look how elegant that is and very autumnal. Very pretty. But, this is a great layout to remember, isn't it? With a great big thank you. Any kind of letters would be great there, or you could put an image there. And then a nice, pretty piece of cardstock with some coordinating colored cardstock. And then this cream color, it's kind of like a French vanilla, really is very pretty and neutral. That's nice. That's a pretty die. Lots of tails going on in there. And she used, I don't think she did, I think that's one layer. And she used glitter paper. But how cool with the little leaves. Sometimes you get a pattern paper that has extra pattern in it, and it's kind of like, what do I do? I've got this extra stuff. This is a great card for that. She said that she's made some internet friends, and she feels right at home when she's watching us. I love that. Thank you, Denise. We feel right at you, like we're right in your home, too. And that's a very nice place to be. And I don't remember, I think this was on top, which is kind of a pretty little thing, and I probably will use it. So, thank you, Denise. We're so glad to have you join us. Couldn't be better. Couldn't be better than when we get together and talk about cards with some other card-loving friends, isn't it? Ooh, look at this pretty. From Norma, Medina, and Bill Barrios. They each sent a card for Addie. And Bill, if you don't remember, Bill hasn't sent in a card for quite a while. But Norma was one of our members, is a member, and she was our guest on a member show. And she said that Bill had stopped sending in cards to Craft Roulette because he felt like he had made his best work. And he did do an incredible job. But he came out of retirement for Addie, which I think is just precious. I think it is, I've been making videos of like 20 plus, almost 30 cards a time, or on this channel. So you can see them if you want to see them. I think they're in the third. His is in the third one, or this, I think third one or second one. And it's a Corvette, I think. It's a little pink Corvette, and it's got balloons. It's adorable. But this is beautiful, Norma. Norma is quite an artist. She is a watercolorist. And she also has her own YouTube channel, and you can check that over on Crafts by Nima or something. I'm sorry. But she does a lovely job. That's a really cool interpretation of that. Very nice to be a part of your world, too. We appreciate you a bunch. Thank you. That's gorgeous. She does have a fundraiser where she will, lupus, a fundraiser for lupus research. And if you go to her Instagram page, you can find out more. She will paint you a picture, a watercolor picture. Here's a card from my friend Aline in Trading Post, Kansas. Fall is in the air. I did get to go hang out with her Saturday. We went to our favorite little boutique in Martin City, where the best post office in Kansas City is. And we had some lunch and went to my ex-boyfriend Michael's, stuff like that. It was really a nice day. She makes beautiful cards. Once again, she's made another one. Look how pretty this is. If I am not mistaken, and I could be, I think these are Dares to be Artsy stamps. I know that's her paper because Cindy Sartain has a a store here in Kansas City. Stores are so foreign to me now. They're online, right? But she has an actual physical store, and we've been out there, but those are her papers. But very pretty, nice, big old slim line. How wide is that? Oh, that's 4. That is a full 4 by almost 9. That's a big card, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, crafters and craftettes. She was telling me about her craft room had flooded. Well, it's just like a nightmare. So sorry about that. We always have a good time when we get together, but we missed our buddy Francis. Won't live back here with us anymore. And then this was the card I cased last week from Paula Rice. And so she sent it to me. I love it so much. I do. I like it in person, and I liked it in the gallery, and he is just the cutest darn mouse. If you didn't, this is the card I cased on Whodunit last week. It was a lot of fun, so this looks very familiar to me. I like it a whole bunch. Thank you so very much. And that's it. Ha ha! Except it's not it, because I got a package. Now, are you ready for this? I don't think Amy's really ready for this. This is, I opened it up and I was like, what in the world is this? This is from the Macias family, Ronnie and Bill. Right? I got that right? Max. I just said Bill Burrios. Max and Ronnie. It's a cowl neck. It's not a cowl neck sweater. It's a cowl neck. And can you see what she knitted into it? Yes, she knitted robots into this cowl neck. Is that a marvel? I think that is a marvel. It looks very cozy too. It's very soft and yummy. I know I'm going to wear it a lot because I like something around my neck. My mom used to do that, and I thought, oh, Mom. It's crocheted. Okay. I'm getting the word from Tina that it's crocheted. Whatever it is, it's wonderful. And I used to think my mom was goofy because she'd wear like winter scarves around her neck, but I love it, especially with short hair. Thank you, Ronnie. It's adorable. I wish everybody could have their own cowl robots. I also got a card with a robot. In my defense, I was left unsupervised. And rustic robots, she said. She's saying knitting. Okay. It's warm right now, but she knows it's going to get cooler. That's a woman who thinks ahead. There is a little robot with some painting tools. They use, if you go to their contributor explorer, or their showcase page, or if you can see their cards and such, they always use lots and lots of texture and patterns, and it's very, very fun. Mixed media extravaganza when we get to see one of their cards. Ronnie and Max, thank you so much for that kindness. I'll put that over there for the door. We're going to have a whole bunch of different things on the door. And they also, these are some of Max's gel plate poles that they sent. How cool is that? I'm trying to not open it all up, but yeah, heck, what the heck, huh? Let's open it up. But I'm not going to cut it because then it won't be as long. There we go. Man, that's tight. Okay. So these are Max's gel print poles. Wow. These have a lot of interesting. Yeah, let's look at them better. It looks like a reptile. That's cool looking. Lots of, wow. Several of those. Love that shine on it. This is, I don't know if I can cover these up with anything. They're so cool. Look how vivid these are. You're good at this, Max. Why? I don't think I'm going to have to do it. I'm going to have to do gel plate poles at all. You got it covered for me. I just asked you for some. The Macias, Macii, is that the plural? Are friends of Lisa Taylor. They used to live in the same town, then Lisa went to Colorado, but that's how we met them. And it's just a delight to know them. Oh, these are so handsome. Don't you think so? Oh my gosh. Max, what are we going to do with your talent? It's just too good. Okay, now I'm in a dilemma. What do I do with these? Wow, those are beautiful. Just absolutely beautiful. And then these are some die cut shapes that are just fun, they said. And they look like handmade paper or something that's really very thick. So that'll be cool. I forgot to give this to Mr. Producer, so we'll look at those. Mr. Producer, you've got some cards down here. They look pretty cool. I'll show them to you next week. Okay. Thank you guys for being so kind. Oh, there's some more. I will use those for absolute sure and bring on the cold so I can wear that beautiful cowl. Yeah, I told you I had remarkable mail from our friend Ginger Larkin, who lives in New Mexico. I got this big box of goodies. She's a calligrapher. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Can you imagine? It's like, that would be like, this is the equivalent of being able to sing opera. You know, instead of just writing, use calligraphy, and instead of just humming, you can actually build an aria. Anyway, look at how pretty that is. She uses rice paper and does this painting, this Japanese painting. You can see her work in the galleries. If you are a member, you can go to Contributor Explorer and look up Ginger Larkin and see all her fine art gallery pieces that she has sent. And that's truly, you know, we have so many different styles. So many different styles, and I just adore that there's room at our big Roulette craft table for everybody. And I think this is just, this would be pretty with one of Bill's papers behind, that kind of thing, wouldn't it? This has got some like mulberry paper or rice paper. See, it's got very thin, and then it's on top of something, and I can't get to it without messing it up. But I think that's like a dragonfly. Wow, that's pretty. XOXO. Uh-huh. Was this one of her cards? Was this one of your cards for Craft Roulette? It looks like it might be. I can't remember the rest of the parameters. Thank you so much, Ginger. And then she sent some little goodies. That's pretty paper. It's going right to my closet. And then these are some things that will be in goodie bags. Oh, wow. These are some cool things. A little bit different that I don't know that I've seen this company much. So, how fun. I did just send out a mega box to Lou Ann Johnson. That looks like something that Bill could, or how am I keep calling you Bill? Max could have used. Ooh, very fallish. Ooh, just thin, little ones. Huh. That's a neat little touch. I like it. Some embossing folders. Looks like a Moroccan floor. Some stamps. A lollipop. Thank you. Some more stamps and some more embossing folders that are fancy. A die. Wow, these are beautiful. Beautiful butterfly. Some borders. A stencil. Oh, look at these pretty papers. Ooh, they're wonderful. So vivid and pretty. And some more embossing folders from Park Lane. More embossing folders. So our goodie bags, I always put their value at $50. It's probably not enough, but that's what I put them at. This is Cloud9 Metallic Pigment Ink. Huh. From Lisa Horton. That's an interesting little piece of equipment. But thank you, Ginger. Your card and all your goodies, that's going to make somebody really happy. Now, of course, those don't all go in one goodie bag, but we'll spread it out. Oop, there goes my phone. Okay, got another one. And then I'm done. From Laura Burgos. Forgot to let you know I'd gotten this. Whoa, another great big package. We've got some kind of fancy score thing with envelope punchy type stuff. Some envelopes. That's always handy. A card. Team Orange represent. Oh, that's a nice card. 5x7. Oh, that's so sweet. Some stamps. I do send a lot of cards. Thank you so much for that thoughtfulness. And how cute to have those little buttons go in the flower centers. That's adorable, Laura. Oh my goodness. A big old 5x7. I got several 5x7s this week. Got some paper from Graphic 45. That's will be popular. Reindeer. I put that in my Christmas bag. Some stamps, fall-looking stamps, but it could be any time. Some cute little critters. Oh, how cute are they? Some more paper. That looks like great paper. These look very nice fall colors. Some wood turnings. Those are cool. Thank you. Some glitter. Some wow glitter. And glitter jars. Always pretty. Some jazzy kind of fiber. I like fiber. And some Team Orange ribbony stuff. That's nice too. Some more fibery things. Looks like snow. Yeah, looks like artificial crystal iris glitter. Ooh. Some fancy pants paper. Wow. Bet there's some pretty ones. Oh, it's all just that one? Wow, that's a cool pattern. I love that iridescent stuff. Some embossing powder. What is it? Now, this is like an envelope punch. That's very cool. Oh, look at that soft, pretty. Oh, you probably can't see how pretty that is. It's a very soft, fuzzy fiber. More fiber. Oh. You know, if you're doing junk journals or something, this is like what you use, right? Oh, look at those. Those are cute little clay bits. Perfect for Christmas. Christmas shakers. Ooh, and baker's twine. Lots of it. Wow, thank you, Laura. This will cheer up somebody when they get their goodie bag. I do like to mix up the things that I put in there, so I mix up embossing folders and stencils and stamps and what is this thing? Die cuts and all those kind of things. So it's fun to have a little variety to choose from. And then I go shopping for you. That was it. That's enough. Isn't that amazing? Man. Appreciate you guys. You're all just so very nice, and it makes for us giving away your stuff a lot of fun. Really, really is fun. All right. Whew. Gosh. Oh, there goes Steven's card. Before I forget, we're going to do World Card Making Day a little differently than we did last week. Or last year when we did it, but not excessively. One thing that we are doing differently, because we're hoping that there will be more watch parties, like Lenine is going to have a watch party at her store. Hi, Lenine. We're going to be releasing the parameters once a week on the show, starting this Friday with the project. So I actually got a little treasure box from Davy Jones, wherever he was. And I will be finding treasures, sometimes known as parameters, in this little box and revealing them to you. As you can see, they're not in here yet. But there will be one in there on Friday. Oh, so if you've never made anything like this, Davy Jones Locker. That's it. Thank you, Kit Kat. This is just plain a wood thing from my ex-boyfriend Michael's, and I used ink and a brush on it to get that wood look, and then I did use 2 different kinds of ink. Now you don't want to put your ink pad right on it because it might be hard on your ink pad. But I just used a brush and brushed it on there. And then I did kind of glance off of it a little bit to get the darker wood. And then added some, whatever that stuff is, that flaky stuff. And I did add some what is it? Nuvo drop type stuff and just rubbed it in. So it looks kind of groovy, I think. So that's that. Be watching for that section of Craft Roulette starting Friday. Everybody then can start to get their ideas together. They can get their ideas together on what they want to do for their project. And I think that will be more fun. Stephen thought it would be more fun for everybody, especially those who want to get together and do it as an event together. Which I agree. I think it's a great idea. And I think you guys will have some fun with it. If you have a store nearby or something that you go to, suggest that they make sure they have a screen and suggest they have a little party, a watch party and spend your day, World Card Making Day with us. We would love to have you do that and let us know. We can celebrate with you and then plan on taking pictures as well and putting them on our Facebook group. That would be fun. That would be fun for everybody. So episode 232, we can all be jealous that you got to do that. Episode 232, these are randomly picked by our computer, except for that one. That one is on purpose picked. The parameters were French bulletin board, kind of a weird one. Winter desserts color, again, a little bit of a, wow, what am I going to do? Balloons, easy, but to fit it in with the others, it was not, to me, it wasn't an immediate, oh, I got it kind of card. And then beads. So, yep, that was kind of an interesting little combination, but Mr. Wheel knows, and we must trust the wheel. So that was my card. I had that little stamp set in mind if we ever got balloons, because I thought I like it. I like that little stamp, and I hadn't used it nearly enough, and I wanted to get him on a card as fast as I could. But, so, my French bulletin board, I had the little crisscross down at the bottom in the border, which actually was a French bulletin board kind of thing, because I stuck the little, your super inside the little crisscross. And then I also found the crisscross paper from your Paper Insider that looked really good. So I thought that was kind of a fun play. My winter desserts were kind of like Christmas colors or peppermint with a little bit of pine bough candy. I don't think they have that, but green and red, white, and a little bit of pink. Balloons, you can see, and beads, I use sequins and pearls that had a flat back because I'm not cruel. I'm not mean. We got to make it work. So that was my card. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun to have Catherine Pooler the Great, and Erica Post on with us as well. They were fun, weren't they? I think you guys were saying that you enjoyed them. So they are funny. They play off each other like this. It almost reminds me of spending the night with a girlfriend or something when you were in high school, junior high, and you start getting giddy and you think everything's funny, but it's good. Gloria F. I'm running behind because I had so much mail. Gloria F. sent in this card. She's got blueberry and strawberry pie. I want to go to her house. The card was paper strips. That's what I did for a French board. Yep. Had you guys ever made a French bulletin board, or did you even know what it was? Oh no, you found a real snake? Oh, Marjorie. That's always a terrible surprise. Hot air balloon is your element. Oh, I see in the paper. And green flatback beads. Perfect, Gloria. Well done. You got that. You got it figured out. How much better can it get? You just got it all figured out, and it's very cute. It looks almost like leather. I like it. Vicky Ruda has a video on this one as well, 192. On her video, you can see that the little basket is not stuck down, and you can do this, and the basket will swing back and forth. She is the Craftacular creator on YouTube, and of course we on craftroulette.live, under this episode, you can find a link to all of the videos that have been sent in for our shows. Let's see. I think didn't write it down. I thought I had. But I think there's 5 of them right now. And there's for this episode, and they're all very different. Ribbon candy, that's what it was, Paula, that my snake was after. It kind of looked like ribbon candy. But it's very cute. She does a beautiful job. She's been a guest several times with her husband, Adrian. We like them very much. Imitation of French bulletin board, FBB. Using a cover plate. That was smart. That's a pretty cover plate. Gingerbread biscuits served on an aqua and gold plate. Way to stretch those parameters to fit your card. Hot air. Here it comes. Oh, so yesterday, poor little JD. Poor little JD had just gotten his shots yesterday morning, and I got him that day. He just didn't feel right, and so he was having a hard day, and it was hard. We had a hard day together, but it was. I knew what was going on. He just didn't have, he kind of had a look in his eye, and I put him in this little chair to play, and he'd just scream. And we'd do this, we'd do that, and he'd just go, no! And it was good, but poor little JD. Yeah, he was not having a great day, but he did feel better. He got his first Tylenol that I got to give him. It's like, oh. So, anyway, it was okay. We did fine. He's feeling better today, which is good. So, and then she's got the beads in the shaker. I think it was, beads in the shaker was a perfect way to do it. Beads. I had thought that I would make beads like rolling them up, but I didn't. See, that's how it goes. You plan on a card and it never comes together. Thank you, Vicki. Lori Fall from Rochester, New York said she said she wanted to make the smallest project of this of the gallery, and I think she did it. That is a small little French bulletin board. How adorable is it? Yeah, when she heard Catherine was thinking of making a 12 by 12 French bulletin board, she decided to go opposite day and try to make the smallest one. I think you managed. It's really fun and very cute. You've got the little balloon animals. I didn't know they came that little. And you sewed seed beads at the end. You sewed seed beads. Oh, Lori. Oh, my goodness. What a girl. And you used the colors of sugar cookies. Sugar cookie sprinkles. And that's why you've got the sugar cookie dye or cutouts. I have those too. The same ones. I want a sugar cookie. Oh, that's adorable. Lori, that's so fun. Totally fun. I think instead of fall, it should be fall fun. Erin Coberstad. And I got to meet Erin on a Zoom call. That was so nice. She and her mom. You've probably noticed Mary Coberstad and Erin. And her mom. They spend Friday together and crafting. It sounds so adorable and so much fun. This is her 63rd. She's got so this is a good way to do it. They did the diagonal plaid and gingerbread colors, balloon shaker. That's a big shaker. That's a lot of space. And then micro beads. That's cute. I like how your florals go with your diagonal plaid and it feels very fallish too. And then your shaker bits are also pretty. Nicely done, Erin. You figured it out. You figured out your own style, your own way. I liked it. Thank you. Holy Scrap Ava. This is an ancient piece of paper that Holy Scrap Ava used. I had it years ago from Close to My Heart, and I always thought it was really cute. It's kind of like watercolored color, and it's off register, and then it has this little fine lines, and they're very cute little buildings and things and hot air balloons. So when I saw it on my itty bitty phone, I went, oh, I know what that is. I bet that's Holy Scrap Ava's. And sure enough, it was. This is a cool card. You got all those boxes checked. She's got a die cut cover plate that has the diagonal. Now, did you think when you bought that diagonal cover plate that you thought, oh, someday I'm going to need that for French bulletin board? You could have. Maybe you did. But boy, those came in handy. She used frosted cookies for her inspiration. The red beads adorn the focal image. That's pretty. I think that was probably the best project I've ever seen, Ava, out of that paper. I really liked that paper too. I like a lot of white on my projects, so not that I always use it, but I always like it. I liked it. Good to see that paper again. One of those papers that make you go, oh yeah, I always liked it. That's what paper hoarders do. Chris H. from Wisconsin. The parameters had her. I can understand. But then when she thought about it, they turned out to be fairly easy. Like to hear that. Was determined not to overthink the project. Bingo. That's hard. It's hard not to overthink. Give yourself a time limit. It works for me. She's like, oh my gosh. You know, Irene Hattrick Smith, I was wondering if those are Shrinky Dink too. I bet they were. Because that crossed my mind. They did kind of look like, surely they aren't that little and cut that well. I think you're right. You're very smart. Oh, so you did say that in the chat? Oh, I see. You smart cookie. Blue clouds on a diamond background for the board. Is that an embossing folder? Or did you? I think it might be. Photo wouldn't load colors right. I know that happens. And so that's one of the reasons we have our color parameters so wide. And you've got your beautiful hot air balloons and the beads on the red stickles on each diamonds. Pretty. That's nice. I'm glad you didn't overthink it, Crystal. You didn't need to. You did beautifully. Well done. 107 cards. Let's see. A couple more. Ruth Miser from the UK. Only her 6th card. Look at that pretty sheen she's got in that paper in the background. The paper strips are pretty too. Those are a nice little plaid. But she didn't end up going with the whole page being covered with the strips or even 4 quarters of it. She just has a section of it. That's a good way to do it too. You could almost put a different base in there too, couldn't you? You know those cards that have we had one sometime lately. When was it? Oh, it was in one of Addie's cards. That would be perfect for, well, you don't know what I'm talking about, but I know what I'm talking about because I just saw it, but I can't tell you much more than that. But it would be really good for French bulletin board. That will go off another subject since you don't know what can't know what I'm talking about. You've got balloons floating about. With those little trails of beads. Beaded string. Smart. Very, very clever. Wales is supposed to be a beautiful country. When we make our UK tour, we'll be sure to stop by and see you. I love it. Larissa, we're going to end with you with 102. Did you go full French bulletin board? 6x6. 6x6 mini bulletin board. By the way, I did do a bulletin board laboratory for Silver and Up over on our video library a couple months ago. It's really, you may like to see that if you are a member and get some ideas if you liked this whole project, because there's a whole lot more you can do with these things. So you've got the red, brown, lime, and orange. Very cute. 2 balloons right there. You know, if it really was a bulletin board, you could have some balloons in there and it would be cute. Flower beads, pearl pin, and bicone beads on a stick pin. Oh, a stick pin. That would work with the beads because sometimes people put those beads on there. You know, people put beads on tassels and things too for junk journals. They could do a junk journal page or front with a French bulletin board on it. That'd be pretty cool. French bulletin board is mounted on cardboard with ribbon glued to give a French look. Oui, oui. I think it would turn out, I think it's a fun, very fun parameter to play with, to not just say I'm done with it. I think it's a really fun parameter to use again. because you can use it as borders and you can use it as a whole piece. You can use it 12 by 12 like Catherine was talking about. I think it'd be a fun little project in your room. So I hope you enjoyed it, and we'll explore more of French bulletin boards because we've been vetoing it a long time. By the way, if you haven't given us a Vinny, we would appreciate it so very, very much. Thank you while we're talking about it. You know what time it is? Of course you know what time it is. It's actually very much later than our usual time. It's so much mail. It is time for Whodunit. I'm sorry we're so late, but you know, what the heck? What are we going to do? Watch Bob Newhart? Sure. Bob Newhart is a good show, though. So if you want to watch Bob Newhart, I don't blame you. But it'll be there for you when you get done here. Whodunit? Whodunit? I need a drink. All right. Let's get busy stealing some art. The object of the game is to be the first card detective to correctly solve the mystery of Whodunit and provide the clue that broke the case wide open. The detail. If you haven't ever played this before and you've never seen it before, you might want to just sit back and relax for a few minutes while you see how people do it. But it's not hard. It's very fun. If you like to stress yourself out, you know, it's fun. Details are, I will be making a card based on a card from the most recent episode's gallery. My project will be inspired by the selected card and will not be a perfect copy. Of course not. There will be clues in my project, but it won't be as easy as finding one match because they could be quite hidden. They could be altered. They could be changed. I'm trying to get out of the art gallery stealing art. Am I going to use the same things? Probably not. To play the game, you must be present during the live stream to participate. You'll need to have the correct gallery on craftroulette.live open to look for clues. They'll be coming up in just a second. To solve the mystery, type @craftroulette in the chat, followed by the name of the crafter you believe inspired my card and the clue that you found. If you are the first to crack the case, you know what you get. Well, you may not know what you get, but you may know that you get a Krog, which is a wonderful, wonderful thing. A Craft Roulette original giveaway, a handmade card with an itty-bitty gift. I do like sending those out. Okay, so let's see. There's the gallery. I see the gallery. Nightbot just has it in there. And then Paula Rice to the rescue with, is it Mary at Craft Roulette? Is it Mary Gunfun with her snake holding the balloons? That would be a great clue to crack the case if I were doing this. But here's your first hint. I didn't use my card. Didn't at all. Okay, now I gotta think of what I'm doing. Get serious now. We get serious right now. Well, maybe not as serious as some people might get. My level of seriosity is not always as serious as other osities. By the way, we do. I should show you. Woo-wee. Thank you guys for ordering our new stamp sets and getting the special on our unpackaged dies. We're still waiting for our dies. I will let you know as soon as we get them. But we do have some new stamp sets. They're a ton of fun. I've been playing with them. I'm going to play some more and have some more samples and some ideas because they do have a kind of a twist to them. And I think once you discover the twist, you'll go, oh, wow, there's a lot of fun there. But they're very Craft Roulette centric. So they are not necessarily things that you would see in other stores, which is fine. By the way, if you got the early Craft Roulette dies, you will notice that there is a Craft Friend Heart die, but there's no Craft Friend Heart stamp. We have ordered them separately and we will send them to you if you have already gotten the dies, and we will include that if you order with the future orders and whatnot, especially if you have the dies. I don't know how we're going to do it quite, but it got past us when we okayed it, and so one of those mistakes, rookie mistakes. But we've got the super glue guys. We've got Fun Friends number 1, First Lady. Fun Friends number 2, Gentleman. And we also have a Craft Roulette Fun Sentiment Set 01 with some fun little Craft Roulette-y happy birthday kind of things like raise your root beer, grab the glue, make a day to create just for you. So, there you go. And then another thing is if you have your Craft Roulette Creative Companion, my favorite book that I have to keep my records of my cards that I've made, in the back you can always start some idea pages for your fun friends and such so that you know it's all Craft Roulette related. It might be a very good help, some ideas so that you don't forget. I know I get great ideas in the morning and then by noon I've already forgotten them. So that's that. Okay, enough. Now, let's get to stealing some art, shall we? Alrighty. Get my sample out so that you can't see it and I can. Oh, it was hard to pick one this time. Oh my. Thank you, Robin. I'm glad you like it. Was there something else I was going to do with it? Whoop! Let's see. Should we start with that? I got a lot. It always surprises me how much I have to pull out for a card. This is your first Whodunit, Jennifer? Well, I hope you don't bust me, but you could. You could. But I will tell you, there are some really, really good detectives here. They bust me every week. Keep me in the hooskow. I was going to trim this a little bit. The way. I like it. Okay, I'm not going to be too picky here, but we're going to. This is some real pretty pearlescent paper from my buddies at Your Paper Insider, where you can learn bad dad jokes. That was a good one, Ty. It was a good one. I'm going to try it a little bit different than my samples. Of course, why do it the same? Already tried it one way. Just trying another. There we go. I see some orange at Craft Roulette, so you guys have already started guessing. There will be a chime when I'm not going to say when. I'm not going to be so down on myself. When, if, possibly, you bust me. You robustly bust me. I don't think you're going to. I'm going to say this is the week I get away with it. It's never happened before. I don't know. This one's not very hard. I don't know. Maybe it is. I never can tell. This particular card has about 13 steps. FYI. Just get this guy put together. Looks like it's going to be a French bulletin board. Surprise, surprise. But seriously, didn't you like this concept? I think it's just so fun. It's just a little different, kind of gives you a new or a different way or something. Maybe you've already done it and you've just forgotten about this style. Gives you something new to work with. It's not hard. And the gallery is full of at least 356 ideas on how to use it. Don't you love that? I'm using some quick drying glue. So I don't have to worry. Just fold these little guys under. This is kind of fun. Whoops, that was not so good. What a mess. It looks like the back of a needlepoint. A bit of a, which is always a bit of a mess. Just get these guys down. Just sit down, would you? Get out of them. Pipe down, little strips. Oh, there's that music. It always makes me really in the mood to steal. Oh, look at that mess. Okay. Huh. A big piece. Oh, we got some pop-ups. Okay, good enough. Good enough. Trim some of these big guys off. Oh, paper clip. It's like a paper clip with scissors. When you reach into a bag of paper clips, and somehow or other they've managed to get all mixed up, all into paper clip chains. The gremlins. Paper clip gremlins. So I was watching something, I think it was a short on Facebook. And there was this nice teacher author guy. I don't know his name. And he was talking about he'd had extra time after a lesson. So he just put an image of a paper clip. Now, if you haven't been around Craft Roulette for a while, you missed out on the great paper clip worry session. Because we had paper clip on the board for a long time and people would veto it frequently. They didn't want to do it. And so paperclip has kind of earned its right as a scary thing in our world. But it's not scary. So he had put up an image of a paperclip and they had, like, I don't remember, 15 minutes or something to think of creative ways to use paper clips. And he said they really went to it and had wonderful, wonderful ideas. That needs some ink. And I thought of you guys when I saw that. Here we go. Bring out the inks. Bring out the Hellmans and bring out the fun. We're going to bring out the ink. Bring out the ink. See what I mean? There's just so many pieces. Now there is a section of something that I need to find and I don't see. I know they're in here, but it's clear. Oh, for the love of Pete, I'm saying. Okay, we're going to have to just do a little bit of archaeology here. Where in tarnation did it go? Well, this is not even funny. I'm missing something very important. Did it fall out? Huh. Well, I've got another plan. Probably not as good, but we'll be okay. We'll be Figure it out. This is a little birthday cake from the First Lady. Fun friend number 1. Yep. I think that's good enough. And I made my own mask. We didn't make stencils. Kind of thought we might, but we didn't. And maybe someday. Let us know if that's something that you think would make your crafting experience with these products better. We want you to have a good crafting experience. This is how we used to do it in the old days when Wilma Flintstone and Betty Rebel and I used to craft together. The old days. Honestly, I'm just going to take a second here. Oh, do I see it? I do not see what I want. Well, isn't that just something? Let me look one more time. Could it be? Oh, shoot. No. It's the one that got away. Oh, there they are. There they are. Ta-da! Seek and ye shall find. Sometimes you just gotta seek a little more. Somebody put away their stuff dirty. Jeepers creepers. Those peepers. Jeepers creepers. Okay, let me think. It's hard to do. It sounds like an easy thing, but no, it's not. Okay. Nope. Where's this lid? I don't want to put in the wrong place. Serious here. Okay. We're super serious right now. Super duper serious. Uh-oh. Peek. Get back up there. Thought those looked pretty much like they would go together. We're in the right spot. Hope so. How are those guessing gumshoes out there? Hope you're enjoying your guessing. And the gallery too. Okay, I gotta concentrate so I don't stick it in the wrong ink pot. Serious times. Man and men and mice. Like a serious mouse. Some people would put these on a little repositionable tape or something. That'd be smart. And I thought they were just clean. It's a clean enough line I think I can handle. Just this little bit. I do have to twist into a pretzel sometimes, though. not bad. Okay, I'm so glad I found those. Dirty fingers. Okay, got something else to do. Let's do the next thing. This is also from the First Lady stamp. It also has a die, but I got easy lines here. Oh, now which ones go? Here we go. Hocus Pocus. Here we go. See how that looks. I think that's going to be okay. Yep, I think I'm doing okay. Let's go ahead and put the lid on here. Then, what shall we do next? Let's find out. See if I can do this without causing great grief. Nobody wants grief on during a whodunit game. Oops. Got my good scissors out. A fancy pants scissors that were in my sewing drawers, hidden from public view, so nobody just went, oh, I bet we could just use her scissors. I had them hidden, now I'm using them, but I still keep them hidden. Looky there, we're starting to get some things put together. I do want to spray these, but I'll spray them later. I do want to spray them. Oh, not quite. Nope, not quite. Don't get ahead of yourself, young lady. Okay. Next up. I got some new this glue while I was at my ex-boyfriend's. Yes, somebody said yes, we did fight. My ex-boyfriend Michaels doesn't know that we fought. He seems to be pretty darn aloof, doesn't seem to care about me. As a matter of fact, we did break up because he just is such a womanizer. And he sends emails to all these women. I talked to a lady that works for him the other day and said, I call this fellow is my ex-boyfriend because he's always talking to women, trying to get them to come in to see him. And he's never there. And he makes me spend a lot of money. And he always says, oh, here, I'll give you $5 so that you will spend a lot of money. And, a girl can only take so much of that. So we broke up. She was all about it. She understood completely. These are some heavy duty pinking shears that were also in my sewing stuff because my sewing stuff has been taken over by printers and it's just a sad state of affairs. So I thought I might as well just get this stuff out and get it being used. So that's why. But it sure works slick. It's this. It's not so good on fabric, but oh my gosh, these are ancient. Look how old they are. Solid. You could hurt somebody with them. Not that I would. No. Not that I want to. No, I don't. I just know that I could. It is such a luxury, but such a lovely thing. Bougie. Oh, Amanda Stevens sent me a craft thing where the guy's talking about his bougie craft wife and how he just wished she would just want to have a Kate Spade purse because she's a bougie crafter and she's got all these things. So, all these bougie craft tools. It was very cute. And so to have multiple scissors, it's very bougie. She said that Micah liked all her tools when he married her. Said Mr. Gunn didn't. I had like tape, some Elmer's glue, a treadle sewing machine. I was pretty basic. And probably a few pieces of paper that I'd hoarded from something else because I didn't have cardstock and such. Let's see, what are we doing now? Okay, we're doing pretty well. We're doing pretty well, but nobody's guessed me yet. Oh, I'm better than I think. That's what I think. I think I'm better than I think. Trim this down. All right, we're doing it up right now. Okay, Catherine would just do direct to paper, but I'm just gonna do it this way. Now, I will say, if I'm gonna, and one of the reasons I'm not doing direct, caught again, just when I'm just doodling along, probably showing you exactly what I didn't want you to see, because I'm just talking about my ex-boyfriend. You know how that is. Well, I'm going to go just another few steps and then we'll show you who busted me this week and how I cased the card. But, so, when Catherine does ink to paper, it really does take a lot of ink. So, for me to do ink to paper, I have to make sure I've got this little R on my ink pad. That means I have the refill. And this one does not have an R, so I don't want to just wipe it all off. Oh my gosh. You know, it's kind of a relief once I get caught. Kind of. It's also kind of a bummer. Okay. Well, I was caught by somebody pretty good. I can see that. Okay, I forgot to say that the slow mode was on, but it was. So now it's off. Okay, there we go. Well, I think I'm going to show you, because I'm so late tonight, whose card I cased. Are you ready? Let's do it. Oh, yeah. Oh, Jen Gross, Journey Coach Jen, was my inspiration this week. How did I case her card? Oh man, she's so good. I was glad that she had a week that was kind of easy, that I could maybe case her card. Her cards are often very complicated. So, using the French bulletin board, winter desserts, balloons, and beads. She used ribbon board on craft paper. You hadn't even gotten to this part, but this was my, I'm ahead of myself. This was my ribbon board. She did a ribbon board similar. I didn't use real ribbon, but she used like a pearlescent ribbon, and I used a pearlescent paper. I used the Your Paper Insider's paper strips on pink plaid. She had craft background. She used the peppermint colors with peppermint and gingerbread colors. So I just tried to follow suit and use the colors that she used. plus a little bit. She has a little bit of blue in that heart, and so I added that as well. The heart was just tried to make it look kind of like hers. She does not have a smudge on hers. I did end up with a smudge, not on purpose. But she's got the balloon with the polka dots, so I was going to stencil some polka dots on there. Instead of gingerbread, I put a little cake, and then the heart is similar. So that's how we did it. She had the happy holidays, and she's got dark red on light pink. So I had dark red with light pink edging and added these little banners to be bannery. So that's that. She's got the balloon images, and hers were all stenciled. So I did the same thing and made it postage stampy, as did she, because she's brilliant and I want to do whatever she does. And she did black beadboard around the edge. So I didn't have anything like that. So I just put Nuvo drops as beads, and that's that. And then on this one, I did cut it down just a little bit so I could have that craft card base, which I think would have been a good tell too. So I was going to spray these with some Avery L, so they're real pretty and shiny, which I did do here, and then just make that card kind of like hers. So that was that. Who beat me to this? Oh, Anita Solars did it. She's done that before to me. Oh, girl. Yes. Jen Gross with the French bulletin board. Well done. Congratulations, Anita. Make sure you use the contact form on craftroulette.live and let me know your address so I can send you one of those cards with an itty bitty gift. Also, if I know that there are several people that have not gotten a Mug Club stamp, and I don't even know who they are right now. But if you haven't sent me your address, I don't know where to send it, and I'd like to make sure that you're still in the same place if I have an old address. So use that contact form and let me know if you're a Mug Clubber. I've got you in a spreadsheet, but I need to know your address, and I'm just running a little shy of time these days. So if you could do that for me, I'd really appreciate it. I can get that to you sooner than later. So yes, Anita has super 2020 vision. She does. Well done, you guys. Let's give a big old thank you to our members. They are the people that are keeping us on the air. And we do appreciate them very, very much. Lots of nice people. It's so fun to get to know people in this group. We do have a silver after party on Craft Roulette Friday. So if you are silvered up, make sure you take a nap so that you can join us a little later after the show. I'm sorry, our friends in Europe. I know it's really late, but there's just we try to do everything for everybody, but it's hard to get the right times. What am I drinking there? I am drinking some apricot tea. It's very good. Not my favorite, but it's very good nonetheless. So that was today's tea. The tea of the day. Thank you so much for being members. We really appreciate you so much. It sure does take a lot of pressure off me not to be nickel and diming and coughing up those funds to get things done the way we want them. It does help us a lot. Vetoes, make sure you vote your vetoes. We had some real close ones last week, so I've already voted mine. I do it first thing Monday morning, and I always like to see. I got 3 out of 4 last week that I thought you would guess, that you would choose. I'm getting pretty good at knowing you guys. Join us Friday. Make sure you send in a card. Plan on sending in a card next week, but you still have time, members, to send in a card this week for Craft Roulette episode 252 with these great, or 32. I swear. No, I don't swear. But you still have time to send in a card, so please do. We'd love to have you there. If you want to still send in a card and support us at the same time, please join us as a member, any level. You get lots of extra good stuff, including so many things. Okay, we'll talk to you soon. I've talked out. I'm glad to see that one. You can keep voting, and we'll see you Friday. For Christina Warner, Please share and let everybody know. It's going to be a great show. She's a delight. Nighty night.